And NBC's Tom Costello is joining us live from CU Boulder right now. Tom, chosen by the student body as the commencement speaker. That is such a thrill.
It is so humbling and really just jaw-dropping, and I am just so honored that they would ask me to come back to CU for this. And listen, I've already been shopping for a new sweatshirt, but you know how it is here when you come to CU and everybody says, "Hi, Tom, nice to see you," but where's Kim? Where's Kim, right?
No.
Green gets this all the time, I'm sure. Where's Kim?
I do.
But no, it is a spectacular honor. And listen, the point, though, I think, as you illustrated and made the point, we've got to give all of these students great respect and their due for powering through 4 years of the pandemic, which has been, of course, so challenging. My own kids were going through that back on the East Coast. But then for Boulder to go through the King Soopers massacre and the Marshall fires. I mean, this community and this university had been through so much. So I think tomorrow at Folsom Stadium, we are going to pay tribute to all of them, students, faculty, professors, everybody, the regents, everybody who's a part of the CU community, and tip our hat to all of them and really send them off, I think, with a great day. We're expecting blue skies, right? Is that what Kathy says?
I think it's going to be nice. I have to ask you something because you've done a lot covering America and private industry going back into space. CU is such a famous school where you attended for providing so much of the talent that has provided America such a great space program. Does it go back that far to you, to your years up in Boulder?
Your timing is perfect, Tom, because I just came out of the Heritage Center. And by the way, Kim Christensen is featured in the CU Heritage Center. But there is a huge section devoted to the astronauts from CU. And there are a lot of astronauts from CU. And I actually asked one of the ladies who works there, I said, I think we must have, what, the third or fourth most in the whole country? She said, yes. The fourth most astronauts of any public university in the country come from CU. That doesn't count, though, the Air Force Academy and West Point. I don't know why you wouldn't count them, right? I'm sure they would like to be counted. But the point being, CU is a big provider. This school has phenomenal aerospace engineering programs and all of the programs that feed into the astronaut corps. So if you haven't had a chance to come through the Heritage Museum, not just to see Kim, but to see all the astronauts, you should, because it is really impressive.
Yeah, we brag about them all the time. I mean, It really is, it's so fascinating. You bring that up, Tom, and it makes me think of the fact that you've had the privilege of really traveling the world for your job. And yet many of us remember you when you started here at 9 News, and I think it's so important that you've never forgotten where you came from. And what does it mean? What are you going to feel when you step into Folsom tomorrow?
First of all, this is home, right? Colorado is home, CU is home, 9 News is home, Denver is home. So whenever I'm back in Colorado, I mean, it's, there is such a warm feeling. But I will say, in many ways, it is the honor of my life to come back to CU and be asked to speak as the commencement speaker. And it comes full circle because, Kim, as you may remember, the CU journalism program, the television program, was underneath the bleachers at Folsom Stadium.
That's we were in the dungeon.
Right? So now I'm coming full circle right back to Folsom Stadium, only instead of being under the bleachers, I'm on top of the bleachers. And it's just a terrific honor to be here. And I must say, this is a world-class university. I think Colorado is very lucky to have so many great schools. This is a world-class university. They talk about the school across the country. And so to come back and to be a part of that is just really special.
I have to ask you, because you're still in the midst of a brilliant career on television, but it did start here at 9 News. It's changed dramatically over the 30-plus years you've been doing it. What do you say to young journalists now, or maybe a young journalist who's watching today thinking about going into the field?
I think the mission of what we try to do every day is the same, right, Tom? Right, Kim? I mean, every day, what we try to do is shine a light on the facts and to help the audience find the facts, find perspective, find context, and do that without bias. And do that every single day. You come back and you try again and again, and you rededicate yourself every day to finding the facts, finding both sides of the story, or multiple sides of the story and presenting them to the audience. That's why 9 News has the legacy and the reputation it does. It's about serious journalism. NBC News has the same tradition. So I think if you are a young person starting out in this business, listen, if you are committed to that core value of democracy and such an important pillar of the democracy itself, journalism and democracy, of course, going hand in hand, I think there's a place for you. But as we all know, without getting into the politics of it, we're under fire right now, and facts are under fire right now. And so part of my message is going to be to these new students graduating with a fact-based degree. Regardless of their major, it's a fact-based degree from a fact-based university. Pursue that in your professional lives. Demand honesty, demand facts, demand accountability from yourselves, from your employees in the future, and from us, from journalists. That makes us all better.
Oh my gosh, that was a perfect tease for tomorrow. We will be listening and watching. We're so proud of you, our good friend Tom. We miss you, and go Buffs.
Take care, Tom.
Go Buffs, Kim. Go Buffs.
Go Buffs.
All right,
You're
see you
right.
guys.
Hope to see you at a game again soon.